Hi and welcome to Spice and Pans. 恭喜发财，万事如意. Today we'll be cooking Ngoh Hiong or 5 spice rolls. So let's start cooking. First, we are going to prepare the prawns for the fillings. I have with me over here 500 grams of prawns with the shell on. Without the shell on, this is approximately 280 grams. I've deveined them also. Half of it, we will smash them up, and half of it, we will cut it into smaller pieces. The reason why I want to smash them is because I want to create a paste so that the fillings will be stickier and it will be easier to wrap. The rationale to cut the prawns into smaller pieces is to make sure that the Ngoh Hiang that we have will have a very good prawn taste. Just lightly smash them up like this first. And then you chop them up. So once they become sticky like this, that means it's done. You now cut the prawns into smaller pieces. Just cut them into smaller pieces like this. Continue to do the rest, and I'll show you the next step in a while. Now we're going to put all the ingredients together. I have with me over here 500 grams of minced pork. This is 五花肉 or streaky pork. We need a little bit of fats so that this will be really juicy. Normally my mom likes to just slice them into smaller pieces, but I just want to make this as simple as possible. That's why I have it minced. Add in our prawns. 1 whole onion chopped. You can use yellow onion or red onions, no problem. I'm using yellow onion at this moment. 4 to 5 pieces of water chestnut, peeled and chopped. Put them in. 1 big tablespoon of 五香粉 or 5 spice powder. 1 teaspoon of chicken stock powder. 3/4 teaspoon of salt. Do not put too much salt in because the beancurd skin is going to be salty. A good amount of white pepper. And lastly, 2 tablespoons of plain flour. Wash your hands. Normally I like to use my hands for this. Just mix them up really well. This is a must-have dish for us and we love it the way that my mom actually does this. Once you mix them up well, we'll just have to wrap them. Now we are not slamming this up because there's onions and chestnut inside here. If we slam them, too much liquid might ooze out and this is not what we want. We just need to mix them, and it's also very sticky like this. So this is what we want. Once you mix them up well, we'll proceed to wrap them up. I'll show you how I do it in a while. Now we're going to wrap our fillings. I have with me over here 1 whole piece of dried beancurd skin. It looks something like this. 1 very big piece. So I'm going to cut them into 20 cm by 20 cm and I'll show you how I wrap them in a while. I've already wrapped some of them and I'm going to show you how I do this. You need to use a piece of damp cloth. Just gently wipe it up. This to get rid of the excess salt that's on the skin. Wipe the other side too. About 2 or 3 fingers up. This is where we will put our fillings. Same for the sides. Approximately 3 tablespoons. Make sure you even them up. Feel free to add more if you think that the fillings is not enough. Just compress it a little bit with your spoon. Okay, something like this will be good. Next, using some cornstarch solution, right? You just lightly dab by the sides, like this. Basically, this acts like a glue. All right, when this is done, pull a side up like this, pat it down. Same for here, just pat it down this way, and for the other side too. And then simply just roll this up, pull it down a little, just to compress it. And using the cornstarch solution again, just tap a little bit on the skin. And all you have to do is just roll them up. And it's done. Very simple. Now we're going to deep fry our Ngoh Hiong. I'm using my La Gourmet 32 cm non-stick wok this part of the Midori series. Heat up your oil, make sure it's hot enough. Using a pair of bamboo chopstick, put it in, right? If you can see bubbles rising up like this, that means this is hot enough. I'm using medium heat, so use the same please. Gently put it in. Don't overcrowd the pan. I think 3 pieces is just nice for this. We need to fry this until they are golden brown. If you are making a bigger batch and you want to enjoy them later, basically just fry them to a light golden brown. When it's cool, just put them in your freezer and you just reheat it by air frying or deep frying it again. If the heat is too high, just reduce it a little bit. We don't want to burn the Ngoh Hiang rolls. Just turn it around every 1-2 minutes or so, just to make sure that they are cooked properly. As you can see, they are browning nicely. We just need another minute or so and they'll be done. Ngoh Hiang is actually very easy to make. You just need a little bit of love and the ingredients, of course. And it's done, you see, very simple. And it's super delicious. These are done already. We'll remove them from oil and fry the second batch. Do not worry if this is not brown enough, because the residual heat is going to brown this further. Do not turn off the flame until you remove the Ngoh Hiang rolls. Okay. Now that the Ngoh Hiangs are done, let's cut them up. We'll cut this into 2 fingers width. If you want to air fry this, you can also just air fry them at 180 degrees Celsius for about 15 minutes, but the color will not be as even. This is best served with black sweet sauce, Chinese black sweet sauce, or also sambal chili. Alright, time for our lunch. And now the dish is done, let's have a taste. I love the smell of this. The crunch of the chestnut, the sweetness of the onions and the prawns, the 5-spice powder flavor. This is really, really fantastic. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you like our video. Do click like on our video and do subscribe to our channel. And now it's your turn to cook. See you. Bye bye. Yum.